Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So Ray Lewis gets in the Hall of Fame. I'm trying to center this for you guys. Ray Lewis goes. Let me, so that you don't get that. Ray Lewis goes into the Hall of Fame, and you know, all of Ray Lewis' playing career, he was a source of motivation for me. You guys know, whether I was on the basketball court, football field, I did that Ray Lewis dance, right? From the Deion Sanders to the Ray Lewis. Who else? The Mark Jackson shimmy shake. As a young, impressionable kid, I was doing all of that stuff. You know what I mean? The only thing I didn't wear was a bandana, the Deion Sanders bandana. Oh, Ray Lewis had a bandana as well. But, from that standpoint, I want to say thank you to Ray Lewis. You always want to be gracious. And when people inspire you, never ever want to take that away, no matter what happens in their life. And I think we as humans, when someone does bad, we tend to attempt to forget about their value system when we actually needed them. You understand? It's like when you're dead broke and your boy, your neighbor, your auntie, your uncle gives you $5, go get something to eat. Remember how valuable those $5 were when you went and got your hamburger special when you was a little kid? Well, in LA, we go to Tom's and Tam's, you know what I mean? But, so from that standpoint, I will never, ever demonize or take away from what Ray Lewis meant to me as a kid. The swagger he had, the alpha male, his approach to football, kill or be killed, team effort, leader. So from that standpoint, I'm like, I can't help but admire the man. Now, fast forward to his motivational speaking while he was actually playing, and his few years after he retired, he went on speaking engagements, and I admired the man for it. The speech he gave to the Miami Hurricanes and the speech that he gave to the Stanford Cardinals basketball team is some of my favorite speeches that I've heard him speak. Now we fast forward to the Ray Lewis we know today. It saddens me. You understand what I'm saying about the Colin Kaepernick and how this man was on trial for murder, and we stood beside him, behind him, in front of him, on the side of him. And we rooted for the man to get off, although circumstantial evidence would want us to believe that he was actually guilty. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we stood beside at that time, our black king, right? And Ray Lewis that I know now doesn't remotely resemble the man that I admired as an impressionable child, as an impressionable high school to college age kid. You know what I mean? Where the world is going a million miles a second to me, and on Sundays I get to see Ray Lewis run through the tunnel and do his dance. You know what I mean? And give those passionate post-game interviews. You understand what I'm saying? So, but his unwavering support of white supremacy bewilders me. From what I know of the man, it saddens me. You understand what I'm saying? So, from as an athlete, as a top 10 NFL linebacker of all time that I have seen and witnessed. Some may say he's the greatest middle linebacker of all time. Mike Singletary went sideline to sideline a little better. Actually, a lot better than Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was just great at plugging those A and B gaps. You understand what I'm saying? And Uh, you know, I mean, Ray Lewis was amazing. You know, what I mean, he did it with a little bit more power. Michael Singletary did it a little better sideline to sideline. So it depends on who you want as your greatest middle linebacker of all time that I have seen. So I don't know nothing before like 85 Bears and all that. I was 8 years old when 85 Bears came out, and I watched Michael Singletary throughout his career. But you understand what I'm saying? So you pick who you want. So as a player, first ballot Hall of Famer by far. As the current man that he is now, he don't deserve my respect as a black man at all. And that's just how I feel about him. So I'll see him at some point, because he's an avid sports fan. I saw him at the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight, but I couldn't get to him. He was in a different tier. I was in the 100 section, and he was ringside, so I couldn't actually get to him because I had to go over it wasn't a passage where I had to go up and down to get to him, but that would have been too challenging. It would have been really hard to do that. And so anyways, but I should have, because remember, they were coming in late. The fight was delayed because of the pay-per-view thing. So I actually had time, but you don't know when the fight is going to start. When you're in the media section, you don't know what's going on. Is it going to be 5 minutes? Is it going to be 10 minutes? But it actually was enough time where I could actually went down there and interviewed them. But anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. So as a football player, I salute you. I will always value what you meant to me as a young, impressionable high school and college kid. But as a grown man and a growingly conscious black man in America, I have no respect. I mean, no respect. I mean, not even like 3%. 4. I mean, you know what I mean? He was praying. He was praying. Oh shit. He was praying. He was on 2 knees praying. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.